Okay, I want to ask you, what three things do Gymshark, Lululemon, Whoop, Birkenstock, Aloe, and Hoka all have in common? For one, they fill up my closet. Two, they've all blown up over the past few years. And three, their emails suck. Now I can say this because over the past 3 years, I've literally locked myself in my room for 10 to 12 hours a day to write, design, and operate some of your favorite 7 to 8 figure e-commerce brands' email accounts and generate a few $1,000,000 in the process. Well, actually 40 million if we want to be exact. And the truth is, the brands that I've listed could be making a few extra $1,000,000 just if they made these simple changes to their emails, which are literally hiding in plain sight that I'm going to be revealing to you in this video. I'm going to one by one be breaking down each brand's emails and the little mistakes that they're making that's just leaving a shit ton of revenue on the table. And then also I'll be walking you through some fresh email designs that I made for each one of these brands, showing you exactly the changes that need to be made in order to print money out of thin air. Whether you're an e-com brand owner looking to make more money out of emails, or you're a marketer looking to make other people more money out of their emails, this video will give you everything you need to know about writing copy and creating email designs that actually get your customers to convert. So let's take some emails from meh to absolute masterpieces. Alrighty, so heading over here to the Figma file, this is where we design all our emails right inside of Figma. We have the 6 different brands here. We have Whoop, Birkenstock, Aloe, Gymshark, Lululemon, and then Hoka. First victim, we have Whoop, and we have their before and then after. First thing I want to point out, like going to their website, you know, it's very futuristic. They have stuff that they have different colors, different elements, and it's just very immersive for the customer. But when we go to the actual email design, it's just very bland. They have this simple, just pretty much nothing hero image, and then it's just very plain, following the same layout. Everything's just black and white. There's nothing really cool about it. That's one thing that we definitely wanted to take up a notch. But the main other thing that stands out is look at how low in this email the first button is. That means the customer, once they open the email, they have to scroll almost a mile before they could actually go to the website. This is gonna drastically impair their click rates. They're not gonna get a lot of people on their website, and in turn, they're not gonna get a lot of sales if you have buttons this low in the email. So it's super key that we move this up, and we actually want to add some more life to this email, adding some more graphic elements, making it flow a little bit better, and then also just updating the copy, because the copy is very, very bland. We're not like other deliverables. Discover how Whoop outperforms other wearables to help you unlock your best. Everything's just very, very bland. There's just a lot of room for improvement, especially just by improving where we're placing our buttons and being strategic about that so we can make it as easy as possible for the customer to click our emails. Okay, and then right here to the side is the one that we made, Whoop, right here, right off the bat. Look at this button. A massive button way up at the top of the email. The customer does not need to scroll to click this button. They can see right off the bat. Every single person that opens this email, they're going to see the button. Whereas right here, if somebody opens this email, they're only seeing from here upwards. They're not able to see that button, and not a lot of people are going to scroll. Right here, we're showing directly in their face, hey, you can click right here and get on our website. And the main other thing that sticks out is we changed the copy and actually gave the customer a value proposition. Let's talk about the free trial. So this is the copy that they had. It's just talking about discover Whoop and talking about all the features. There's really no benefit for the customer to click besides learn more. Nobody wants to learn more. They want to be given something. And so all of the calls to action for Whoop, we want to just boil that around their free month trial. You literally can get a Whoop sent to you for free and you use it for a month. So that's what we want to be focusing on all our emails to get people to actually take action. And then let's talk about the copy. So they said we're not like other wearables. We changed it to be a little bit more fun to say they not like us. They're a fitness tracker, we're a performance partner. There's levels to this, and they not like us. So it's like the Kendrick Lamar song. I think that'll hit well with the demographic, make it a little bit more fun, kind of more modern and up to date, because right now this just looks like a 2005 brand that doesn't really do anything and isn't caught up with the times. And the main thing about Whoop is the app and how it's connected to the wearable, and so we want to make sure that we make that clear in the hero section. And then this bridge section here, just making it a little bit more fun. They give you numbers, we give you insights, making it super easy to read. Sometimes going back and forth can be hard for the customer. We've noticed that if you lay things out vertically, it performs better. We make it stand out a little bit more as well. We have this transition in the back that goes over top this section, making it a little bit more immersive, like the website, which is immersive, and it has these cool transitions. That's what we wanted to replicate with these emails. And adding some more graphic elements just to make it so it's not just black and white. Other than that, the copy down here pretty much stayed the same. We just wanted to make sure the hero section, which is where 75% of your attention should go, is being absolutely optimized. And then, of course, once you get to the bottom, reminding the customer of the free trial again. Another difference that you're going to see is the footer. Shop by category. We added this section right here. So shopping by category for memberships and accessories. We've noticed that if you put buttons in the footer of your email, you get a ton of clicks if you're telling people to go shop other items. This is because the customer gets to the bottom of this, but maybe they already have a Whoop. Maybe this was accidentally sent to somebody who already has a Whoop and they already got their free trial. Well, you're still going to get people who get to the bottom and they're like, what do I do now? Do you want them to just close out of the app? No, you want to give them options to continue shopping and go on the website. So things like memberships or accessories. So you'll see on like some other brands like how we use these buttons in order to get clicks. So that's the full email here. You can see it. Let me know. I think it looks a lot more modern and it's definitely conversion optimized a bit better to be able to get more people on the website. So Birkenstock is very, very bland with everything that they're doing. Their emails again look like they're stuck in the year 2000. These shop now buttons are very kind of hard to see. The text is very, very small, and they also have an older demographic as a major part of their audience as well. So we really want to be mindful of our font sizes that we're using. One thing that hurts conversions is having these navigation buttons at the top of your email. It's just right when somebody opens the email, they see 4 or 5 different buttons right here. It just overwhelms them and it hurts your conversions and increases churn. Product section is just very boring. We're telling the person so many different things. We're saying shop now, and then we're also saying sign me up for a catalog, and then we're saying follow us on Instagram, and then we're saying sign up for a free membership, and then we're saying tag us on Instagram, and then we're saying here are these recommendations. It's just way too much. The customer, we need to make it super easy for them. Just give them 1 or 2 options in calls to action in your emails. So what we did with this email, we kept the theme of leather weather. We kind of changed the products a little bit, but we focused on really finding cool products and making the email a little bit more modern. And so this is what we did as well. You can see like the font sizes. So 2 different variations. Let's look a little bit into the copy. So leather weather, tumbled nubuck, if that's how you say it. Leather brings out the best in classic sandals. Fall color, fine grain, natural character. Quite bland in my opinion. So we upgraded that. Crisp air, cozy fits, and classic leather. The leaves are changing and so should your shoes. Step into comfort that only gets better with time. Talking about how Birkenstock, they're always moving with the times and their pieces like come back. And so just playing into that a little bit. And so we have more of like a fall vibe here. And then we have one that's a little more eye-catching with the pink. You can see the product that's featured. We put it right here. And also a really cool feature is just adding the colors that somebody can have in the product. That's going to give them another reason to go check out, click shop now, click on the product so that they can go learn more and see what colors they are and what they actually look like. So you can see how big the products are. It's super easy to see. This is going to work well for the demographic. And then also just big buttons. Look at the difference in this. Even a blind person could click these. This is what you want. So we also removed all of the clutter and these different call to actions. We just did one, just show off the Instagram. We thought that, maybe this could use a little bit more life. So let's insert a photo gallery and then tell people to go hit us up on Instagram. And that's really it. And then, of course, upgrading the footer as well to be a little bit more clean. We found this to perform better in terms of laying the categories on a column, on 2 columns, and then putting the categories. So this allows for anybody, they get to the bottom of this email, they wanted to see the bottom because it was a cool looking design, and so they just keep scrolling, and then they get to the bottom, they're like, I might as well go shop. I'm a man, let me go shop. This will drastically improve their click rates and help get a lot more people on the website, is just taking things up a notch and making things this clean. This take on Birkenstock's designs is definitely a little bit different from what they've done in the past, but we're really trying a different modern look. We wanted to test things out, see how it looks, especially with the collection and the leather products that we used. We felt like it gave the modern vibe that we could do with these emails. So I think it goes well all together. I'm not sure branding wise if it's exactly what Birkenstock wants, but all in all, I think it shows you the conversion principles that we want to follow. Big buttons at the top of the emails and then the flow and making it all look modern. This checks all those boxes. So that is another banger. Let's go to yet another banger. This one, we have Aloe. So Aloe is like a fitness brand, kind of like this. This is Viore, but kind of like fitness brand similar to Lululemon. And they actually have pretty solid emails, except for their automations that are firing. So I received this email. It says trending tops, definitely worth a second look. And so you can see this, there's a bunch of different tops that are featured, and that's it. How this fired was likely I was browsing tops to get my sister a Christmas present, and they saw that I was browsing tops. And so what they're doing is they're resending me an email a couple hours after I was browsing to be like, hey, take another look. There are a lot of things that are wrong in this email. First thing, there's an issue with the coloring in the font right here. This just does not look good at all. We always want to have a button at the top of our emails right here. So right when I open this email, I can be like, all right, I'll go take a look at some more tops, and then click on and then browse the site. No, they're making it incredibly difficult. And then you might think, oh, there's got to be a button at the bottom. There's not even a button to keep shopping in this email. There are no buttons, which is ridiculous coming from a $100 million company. They do have the shop women and shop men up here, but even then, we need to have these at the bottom. These navigation buttons we want to have in the footer rather than right at the top where we're overwhelming the customer with shopping different things. That's the main thing. Very bland. This got messed up. There's no button. We want to introduce a button at the top. And then as far as this section, this is okay, except for it's very unclear for the customer on if they can click these items and shop. This is why we always want to have shop now buttons for individual products. At the very least, we want to underline the name of the product so customers know that you can click it. That will dramatically improve their click rates and then the conversions on this email. So what I do is insert a button up at the top here, add individual buttons for these products, and then finish with a button at the bottom. I like these icons. These help with people who may be on the edge, but I'd also want to add shop by category buttons on the bottom. And that is exactly what we did in this upgraded email. This just seemed a little bland, so we wanted to upgrade it, have a cool lifestyle photo that's in winter. Right now it's November for me. We like to change these images with the season for fashion brands, just so it's up to date. But then on top of that, we added some more playful copy, serve in your new top, hey, you're serving. And then these deserve a second look, grab your new piece, you deserve it. Big button right at the top of the email. Somebody was browsing a top, but then they got distracted a few hours ago. They see this email, and then they're going to keep shopping. So that's perfect. We have this cool image right here, and then we get to the product section, which is way more modern looking and way more of Aloe's vibe, where you have the different products right here, and then white and black. Each one has a big Shop Now button for the customer to click, changing the different layouts, doing one here, and then one here, and then back to two, and then finishing with a general shop all tops, experience the Aloe difference. I love the flow of this. It's a lot more modern. It matches their branding a lot better, where this is just out of date, and you can tell that it's been over a year since they updated this. And like I mentioned before, shop by category buttons in the footer. It's going to pick up a ton of extra clicks. Say I was browsing for tops, but I realized I didn't need any tops anymore. I scroll to the bottom of this email. I can click shop by women and go shop other things like bottoms. And that's going to pick up a lot of extra clicks rather than me getting to the bottom, not seeing what I want, and then leaving. And let's move right along. We've gone through 3. Let's go to the big one. We have Gymshark. These are the current Gymshark emails. So these are 4 random Gymshark emails. And what do you notice about them? It is the same exact thing every single time. That is the easiest way to lose attention out of your customers and lose subscribers. Nobody wants to receive the same thing every time. They want newness. They want dopamine. They want different layouts. They want different colors. They want different themes. They want fun copy. This is how you keep subscribers and just compound your email revenue over time. And it's just very, very bland. Layers to get you in the gym, back in stock, gifting bestsellers, the essentials. It's just not cool. All of the images are taken just within a photo studio, which just does not match their Instagram. Their Instagram is full of life and full of people, and it just creates just a separate life pretty much and separate experience on the email side. We want that to be a little bit more of the same so that there's consistency. And none of these products have individual shop now buttons. It's very unclear. There's too much going on down here. There's no category buttons down at the bottom, and that's just not what we're looking for when we're a brand this big. So these are 3 emails that we made for Gymshark. And what you notice right off the bat compared to the other ones is there's a lot more variability. It's just a little bit more immersive for the customer. Let's break them down one by one. So rather than just having the basic copy that they have in these emails, we wanted to upgrade things in this one. So in a world where you can do anything, do gym. And this is a saying that they kind of say on their Instagram. And so we go in with a little bit more emotional copy. The gym is our sanctuary where sweat drowns out doubt and every rep silences the noise of the world. Here you find peace in the grind and strength in the struggle, proving that the best battles are fought within. Amazing. Button right up at the top of the email so people can see it and click. You have this strong top section with Do Gym in the background. It's just a super cool email with powerful copy. It kind of fits Gymshark and their vibe a lot more than these corporate emails over here. And then we connect that to say, and if you're going to do gym, do it right. Mix and match our favorites back in stock for a guaranteed shirt shredding pump. And this bottom section is actually a GIF. If we click here and it flips through different items right here, so you can mix and match bestsellers to create different outfits, which is pretty creative. And then you finish with the new drops just in with the final call to action here at the bottom, and then shopping by category at the bottom. This is exactly what we want, a lot more immersive and a lot more fun. And then we have the social proof email as well, by gym lovers for gym lovers. You can see the background with the logos. It looks a lot cooler. And then we have some cool testimonials over a phone, 100 plus verified reviews, bolding the main points, very immersive, and then a big button right underneath it, a cool photo gallery, which helps with branding, and it goes from like this gray background, a gradient, into just the plain white, ending with a shop now button. This is going to help earn trust points with the customer. And even if they don't convert off this email, they're getting more testimonials, which gets them to trust us more so that they can buy down the line. And then I wanted to create a value-based email. So we found a blog on dumbbell back exercises that you can use without the gym. And so we were saying top no-fuss dumbbell back exercises. So showing somebody with a jacked back, and then we're saying like, hey, this is what you can do. And then we actually break down different parts of the back, giving the customer some value, telling them what the different parts of the backs are, saying back anatomy 101, which I think is pretty cool, breaking down the different parts and their purposes. And then connecting back again into the blog and getting people to go back on the website. So giving them value, giving some social proof, and then just having a branded email with some more powerful copy. This is what the differences look like, mixing things up, making the designs more immersive, and not making them as corporate-y. That was the goal for the Gymshark emails, and I think we accomplished that. Next, moving along, second to last, we have this Lululemon email. So I want to talk about this email first. This was an email that they sent out a campaign, melt into it, dissolve into every back bend, and forward fold wrapped in textured, buttery softness. That is very, very strong copy. I love it. I don't really want to change anything there. That's awesome. But the problem here with this hero section, I like the button at the top. We do have these buttons, which I don't love. We want to put that in the footer. But the problem is this button is so small, and it's in the top left corner of the email. If you think about it, you hold your phone in your right hand. If I'm looking at the email, button's in the top left corner, I have to like stretch my thumb to click it, and that actually has a very big impact on conversions. You'd think stretching your thumb isn't as big of a deal, but for the lazy customer, it is. And then through the rest of this email, it's unclear that people can click this. You either need to underline this text, and again, I've tested this, I've A/B tested this consistently. You always get more clicks if you underline or include a shop now button. And then same thing for this section. Again, button way too small. You just need it to be bigger for the customer to click. And then you have some categories down here, but everything down here is kind of bland. So we want to take this up a notch a little bit just with our button placement and kind of just like mix things up. And so right here, we have this top section, melt into your set, yoga trending, making it more of a trending angle rather than just like, hey, shop these products, talk about trending. And we're actually using a GIF in this top section. So it's going to play through different products. We use the same copy, and look at how big this button is. And again, we're making it branded to trending. Our subject line and preview text would really talk about trending and how this stuff is new and hot, so that people have more reason to shop our products. Now you notice the button is quite low, and I wanted to show you that you don't need to have a button at the top of your emails every single time. You want to make sure you're mixing it up so your customer is getting different style emails. And so you can do that every once in a while, have buttons and layouts like this, but just look at how big the button is. That's what we want. And I wanted to make sure we connected to people who weren't necessarily going to yoga. And so I said, style doesn't stop at the mat, and then showing products as well as testimonials. This is something that these big brands feel like they don't need to do, but I've tested it on big 8-9 figure brands. Testimonials always help. So having products here and then their testimonials and individual shop now buttons, finishing with a large shop trending yoga button. And again, style doesn't stop at the mat. What if people aren't doing yoga? We want to shop by collection, give people further options. So we have running, workout, casual, and yoga. This is going to help make sure that this email can get conversions off of everybody, not just active yoga members. So you can see the difference right here. We have the GIF at the top, what's going to be playing, a lot more conversion based here with the product sections, and then also the shop by collection if people get to the bottom and they want to shop other items. So perfect, that's Lululemon. Let's get to the last one here. We have Hoka. Hoka, roam free, designed for technical terrain, now with more colors to keep things interesting. Shop now, showing some products, and then for the wild ones, and then tag us on Instagram. So if you notice the theme, you're probably going to notice that I'm going to say these need to have shop now buttons. I'd like to have a general shop now button as well right under these for people who don't necessarily like every single one of these products. Maybe they are interested in shopping now, but they don't like these ones. We want to give them an option right after browsing this to shop other items. And also, again, shop now buttons, quite small. It's very blocky. There's really no flow to this email. It's just section, and then section, and then section. And these sections aren't even really cool. They don't have a lot of elements in them. So we want to take that up a notch. Right here with this, what I did was I took this image and then I used an AI extender. I just looked up on the internet, AI photo extender, and then got this extended to show the sky. And to make it more immersive and not have just blocky sections, putting the logo actually over top the image, making roam free just bigger in the light, and then upgrading this body copy, keeping your comfort through thick and thin no matter the terrain. Blaze up the trails in our new and improved colorways, which I wanted to say because they said new shades here. Let's touch on that in the top copy. And then, of course, a big button right at the top of the email that we know the customer is going to see, and even a blind person will see. That's how big it is. And then this bridge section. I wanted to take things up a notch and actually talk about the product a little bit to educate the customer on why our product is like actually so good and so cool. We have the product in the background, an engineered mesh, Durabrasion outsole, and then 4mm lugs. So actually talking about the intricacies in the product, why it's so cool. This is going to convince customers to buy if they actually care about running, because they have these awesome features which are tied to benefits about the product that go back to the customer, rather than this email where you're kind of just saying, check out our shoes. You're not giving the customer any reason to actually buy from you. So, and then we have a big shop now button, and then we go to actually listing some products. Each one having an individual shop now button, and then we finish right here with woman and man so that you get to the bottom, you see these products, you don't like these exact ones, you can shop by woman or shop by man right at the bottom. Here's how the email looks, more immersive in the hero section, introducing a more educational bridge section, and then showing the products with individual shop now buttons, and then giving people the option to shop by category if they want. So that is Hoka. Going through all these emails again, just quickly, let me know what one your favorite was. I think probably my favorite is this Whoop one right at the beginning. I liked the copy. I thought it was kind of creative, the They Not Like Us. That song's been stuck on my head too. But also I think the biggest upgrade as well is Aloe. You know, these automations are firing for them without any buttons, which is pretty ridiculous. So I think this would probably have the biggest impact on the business. But also Gymshark, just for customer engagement. These emails are just going to really take things up a notch and help with their subscribes and keeping their list engaged so that they can make big amounts of money when they do send sale emails. But all in all, let me know what you think, which one of these were your favorites. I like them all, so it's hard to pick. So that was me making 6 popular brands a shit ton more money. Now, if you want to see me actually design these emails, I have a video right here actually showing you those Gymshark emails, and you get to watch me write and design and implement those emails. So if you like the Gymshark emails, click this video right here. You'll get the full process from A to Z. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there are any other brands that you want me to upgrade, and I will see you in the next one.